Welcome back, my dear students. So we have come pretty far, and if you got, if you got all this work and you're doing really good, after we're done with this, we can organize it. We can make comments, but it's good that you make comments while you're doing it. Remember that I'm gonna have your comments in the reference lectures anyway. But anyway, let's get to it. So what else do we need? Well, we need a second query because we are using this query over here just to get the rows count. So what I'm going to do is we need a second query, and I want this query to be able to control what's being displayed. Basically control this, our products. So this is going to be query number 2 actually. And we come here. What am I doing? We don't need this num rows. What we need is this guy here. And we can just use both right here. And this would be query 2. And here, when we say select all from products, we're going to put our limits right here. And the reason why we can do it like this is because we have double quotes. That's why we can put the whole variable in there. You're welcome to put brackets around it just to make it clear that it is a variable. But I already know it's a variable, right? You already know that too. But in the future, it just makes your code cleaner. Now what I want to do is I want to actually create a variable here. And this is just going to output. Okay, what we need, and we can just make it clear, output pagination, even though I like to just call it output, just make it short, and let's just set that to an empty string or something. Okay, so let's start here. First of all, if we are on the last page, well, if the last page is not equal to 1, okay, then we can do something here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to not include this there, because this is a feature that I was going to include just to show, like, page of 10, page 1 of 10, page 1 of page. And you can use this feature. This is something that I had in one of my demos that I did before creating these lectures. And you can use this. So let's say, for example, you want to say, well, you want something to display page 1 of 100 in your pagination. You can with this functionality here. Okay, so you can output it however you want. You can just say echo, and you can say, well, page, and then you put the page, okay, of, and then you put the amount of pages that you got, right? So you put the last page here like this. Okay, and that will give you that functionality. I'm going to comment that out just in case you want to use it. It's up to you. Okay, so what's next? Let's do the previous and the next buttons. Okay, so let's say if page is not equal to 1, actually you might want to take the quotes out of here. I don't know why I had the quotes in there. I might have it in my notes why I had the quotes in here, but anyway. Okay, so let's create a variable here called previous or prev, and let's just set this to page 1 like this. Actually -1, because we got to go back. Okay, and here we're gonna start building this output pagination variable. And let's go back here, and we can take one of these links so we don't have to write all this stuff. Let's just take one of these. Okay, and let's modify this, and we want to modify this by saying, well, I don't care about this, so I'm just gonna put back here, and here we're just gonna make the previous. Simple as that. Okay. All right, let's double check it. Just make sure that it's okay. And let's go and make the next button. So how can we make the next? Well, we can say if page is not equal to the last page, then we can put the next, because we don't want to put the next. All right. We don't want if it's in the back page, if it's all the way in the last page, we don't want to put a next button there, right? So let's just make this, and with next, all we got to do is add one to it. Simple as that. And let's just get this guy here. Let's build this, put it right here, and what we got to do is just change this little guy here to nets, and change this to nets. Okay. Okay, but right in between here, you know what? Since we're building this and we're going to be outputting this, might as well just assign our middle numbers to it. Okay, not assign, we're going to build into it. Okay, simple as that. Okay, that makes sense. And we're going to leave this lecture the way it is. Okay, and I'll see you in the next one. Just go ahead and make sure that you get all this. And if we have any problems, we'll fix it in the next lecture. Thank you so much. I'll see you then.